Hello everyone, welcome again and again, and thank you for clicking. Love you so much. Hey guys, today is a story time. Okay, it's a story time. The worst things I ever experienced in this life, and I even regret. Yeah, one happened in my school. I have one in primary school, one in college, then one when I was looking for attachment. May God help us. So a lot of things are taking place outside here. I think that's the reason why teachers were telling us that outside world here will teach you a lesson. Okay guys, let's go to the point. It's like this. In primary school, I had a friend called Roberta. Big up Roberta wherever you are. Okay, we were in class 8. I think it was the first term, class 8. Yeah. So what happened is this: we were in the boarding. We were in I can say, okay, children's home, and we used to go to a public school. So going to a public school with us, after any holiday, when I go home, I used to extend my friends, because I used to miss my mom. And then sometimes I just sit somewhere and start crying. You know what? I'm crying that I'm missing my mom. Hey, I was a stupid, young and stupid. Hey, I cry tears. Sometimes even I fail to eat because I'm missing my mom. So it happens like this. It was term 1, January 2020. What happened is this: I extended with 1 month, because we were supposed to, from home you go to the orphanage, from the orphanage is when we'll be coming to school. So you're coming from orphanage to school, and with me, the whole of January I did not report to school. I extend the whole January. So when some of the teachers had my mom's number, then were calling home. One called almost after 3 weeks. Then the one who was with the mom's phone, now I told him that I'm still sick. I was faking sick, guy. I faked sickness. I was sick. Okay. After 4 weeks now, one call from the orphanage. Then now they found my mom. Then my mom said, oh, Esther was still sick, and I'm preparing her to come back. So at least I had an excuse. But they were calling because there was an exam for indexing that we were supposed to do, and I was not supposed to miss it. Yeah, I was not supposed to miss it. I was bright. So teachers did not want me to miss that exams. Okay, so the exam, I came back to school. I came back to school I traveled on Monday. I came back to school on Tuesday. We were starting the exam Tuesday, and as you know, in primary school, exam is just 3 days, yeah. 3 days. The first day, English, Kiswahili, English, English, maths. The second day, I think there were 3 papers a day: English, composition, maths, Kiswahili, science, Insha. Then the last day is a mix of social study and theory. So the first day I came on Tuesday, we started our exam. On Wednesday and Thursday we were complete with our exam. Then after completing exam, now it was time to revise, as our teacher used to do that. Immediately you finish your exam, you revise for the paper. I think they were hurrying up with marking so that we can revise the papers. We should not start continuing with the syllabus before we revise the papers. The results came out. I was position 3. I became index 3. We are revising social study, yeah. So this friend of mine, let's just go back to this friend of mine, Roberta. There were 2 boys. They were, earlier on, back in 2012 and back, we used to be given index the immediate year you were supposed to do your final exam, but nowadays they are being given early. So what happened is this: Roberta, we had 2 boys from a certain school called Hillsview. It was a private, yes. Now I think they were registered in our school, so they came now to become familiar with the environment, I think so that we can study together. So these people were here when we were doing our exam. From home I was busy with exam, then revision, and on my desk I used to sit alone. I usually did not want, even the teachers knows. So one of these visitors happened to miss somewhere to sit, and the class was full. They could not bring other desks, and the teacher, social study teacher, Mr. Victor, thank you so much. You made my life to be where I am today. That teacher really loved me, my friends, and even, let me just keep quiet. So Mr. Victor told this guy, one day he is sitting alone. Why are you looking for somewhere to sit? Can you go and join her? My friend Roberta was sitting a desk in front of me, and this guy, he has already been told that Esther usually don't sit with anyone. She usually like to sit alone, and I used to be somehow tough, and I was, no joke, pupil, yeah, because I could not tolerate nonsense. There were a lot of nonsense going on in school, the teenage, so I did not tolerate that. So this guy came and sit next to me. We carried out our studies. We did not even talk. We did not even utter a word. We were just sharing the same paper, revising, because when the teacher comes, we used those ABCD. So you'll be having ABCD, he is having his ABCD, then question paper. Teachers are giving one per desk, even though you are 3, you are 4, 1 per desk. We were combined, white and green. We had class 8 white and class 8 green, so we were combined. Robert is sitting in front of me. So I don't know whatever happened. We revised very well with the teacher. We cooperated. Then immediately the teacher comes out. This my friend came to the window. I was sitting next to window. So this guy, I was the first place at the corner here near the window. Then my friend sits here. Then I see her coming to the window from outside, then laughing at me. I'm saying, "Hey, what's wrong, Roberta? What's wrong with you? Why are you laughing?" And you know, we were still with this guy, is still here, and we are just there. So some ladies came goes follow her outside too. Then they came, all of them, to the window. They were laughing. So was there a problem actually? So I don't know. But what happened is this, you know, the way they continue laughing, it really annoys me. I used to get annoyed very fast. So I said, Roberta, I don't need your jokes, and you really know me kindly. And the story has gone outside. Imagine, I'm in class 8. I just heard about, okay, in primary, actually, I started up middle high school, but in primary, I had something in mind. Sorry. Once beaten, twice shy. Practice make perfect. You know, and I was a no joke lady, in that I did not want even to associate. Why, when a guy told me that I love you to the teacher so and so told me that he loves me. Why? And I know my mom and my teachers loves me, you know. So it's really sad. Roberta, tell these people, okay, told them that Esther, this guy was called Anthony. You know, I did not know this guy's name until the time that the story comes out, that Esther with Anthony, they are in that serious relationship. Even they have been engaged until, you know, I did not know the meaning of engagement. Guys, hey, I was little stupid, really stupid guy, you know. Roberto told these people that Anthony and I, we are in a serious relationship. We are engaged until we have rings, and the only thing remains is just to get married. So, you know, when I heard about this thing, whatever annoyed me most was that I with Anthony were in serious relationship. And remember, I've been seeing this guy around. It's the first time he is sitting next to me. It's the first time at least we are sharing a paper with him to revise. I have never had anyone or know the name of this guy. I have never even asked him. I used to be busy with my things. So here the story comes that Esther is engaged with Anthony and they are in a serious relationship. I never understood whichever the meaning of engagement until I reached high school, somewhere from 2 from 3 there. So we are engaged. When I heard about this story, what's this? You know, to make it worse, this story has been taken to the children's home. I'm being waited with those matrons. Are you going to school to study, or you are going to love people and get engagement? Are you seeing that you are being helped? I was in a certain cocoon that I was in another space. I am inside. I thought it was a joke in school. I cried, but I did not bother going to the teachers because I said, that's their story as long as I know the thing. So we had a certain teacher who loved me so much, Mr. Rachel. Love you, teacher. You really taught me maths and social study. So, I'm about to cry. So, Mr. Rachel, we walk with him towards home. You know, in the children's home, you are not supposed to socialize with any male teacher or male guy. So this teacher loved me, and usually, you know, these ladies now did not want to talk to me, to associate with me, even the ones we are coming from the children home, because Esther is in a serious relationship and engaged. So we walk with the teacher because he was going to the stage, going to the children's home. We passed the matatu stage, so he was going to board the stage, going to his home. Then I have a certain path to follow to go home. Something happened. These ladies rushed home. They rushed home because the class 8s were the people who were lastly coming out of the school. I was the head girl. So, you know, I need to monitor if the classes and the offices have been closed. Then after that is when I head home. And there were some who used to wait for me. But on this day, dear me, no one waited for me. No one waited for me. I was alone. I rushed home. We were telling stories with the teachers. Then I rushed home. Entered into the gate. I'm alone. Where were you? I'm the head girl. You used to come with your fellow, and what's happened today? The story hot. I have a hot seat. I was in a frying pan. Now at school I was in a frying pan. Then I'm immediately from the frying pan to fire direct. Hey, is that something that we talked about 2 hours? We did not study that day. You know, we were taken in a certain hall. Now you are being lectured. Then I'm telling these people, most of my friends here are men, are boys, but we are just friends. We are helping, we are assisting each other in 1, 2, 3, but nothing. We were engaged. My friend, I don't know even how this story ended. I cannot tell. I cannot tell how the story ended. But I was even taken to the manager. But the good thing, manager loved me so much in that he knew that I could not do something. You know, even the story were taken to my teachers, and my teacher was saying, no, Esther can't. Esther can't do something like that. So to make it worse, the lady who was accelerating this thing to pile up so that I can be seen as problematic. The next day, I went to the school where we used to go to school at 5. I found her studying. Durance. She was called Durance. She was also my best friend. She used to wear glasses like me. I slapped this lady until the glasses broke. Because, you know, I don't tolerate nonsense. I don't understand this story about. And then she said that, yeah, it's true. Yeah. And what did I came here to study? To associate with this. I was taken, a certain boy came. He was a sister named boy. We were in the same class. So he's telling me, Esther, you cannot do that. You know, so is when I'm hearing something that they were in a relationship. So I cannot beat her girlfriend like that. His girlfriend, I mean. I said, go to the teacher. This thing was taken to the teacher. She, surprisingly, deputy head teacher, any teacher who arrived in the school in the morning are being taken to. surprisingly, no teacher called me. No teacher, even a single teacher, called me to ask me, why did you slap Durance? I slapped her until students from 6, 7, 8, they were there. Hey, Esther, what have you done? You are a girl, you're supposed to go to an example. What? No teacher came to ask me why I did that. Then I heard someone saying that, you see, you have taken to the teacher, but the teacher will tell you that when Diggy cannot do such a thing if you haven't crossed her path. If you haven't crossed her path. So I took advantage. These teachers really know that I am about to cry. This teacher really know that these people really crossed my path. That's the reason why I slapped this lady. But I was not happy because that happened to the school. It was taken back to the orphanage. I'm still on hot soup. So in the class, all ladies hate me with some boys, but most of my friends were guys. So I was not worried because we were in good terms. Because you know, to me, even if you annoy me, if you're my friend, I will work on you because I don't like you. But that one was the primary. Now I'm a changed person. So guys, I don't know how the story ended. I cannot tell. The stories were there, blah 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 blah, a lot of stories. Now they were waiting to see Anthony and I associating, but they did not. Later on, they were disappointed. Some of them even said that the teachers, being that teachers did not take this, whatever I did to Durance, serious, and the teacher said that Wandiki can only do that when you cross a path. So these students say that she was being given position 3 because the teachers love her. They are in a relationship with some teachers. My papers were taken and again remarked. My papers were remarked. And no correction were found. That one also zipped them. My friend, hey, if you are alive, you are kicking, you have your 2 legs, 2 eye, 2 ears, mouth, 2 hands. Struggle, even if you are a single mom like me. Never ever take your kid to an orphanage. Learn to struggle alone. Nowadays, even as the time come, orphanages will not be there. Because now Africans are styled up, you know what you want and what you don't want. And as you know that our friends from diaspora, they were coming to, and they were receiving stories about Africans as Africans are they are poor, whatever, and the story that is being changed is surprising. Anyway, guys, the story ended like that, but I did not know how this thing ended until I complete my class 8, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you guys for subscribing. Leave the comment below so that I can know your worst primary experience ever. Your worst primary experience ever. To me, that one was actually my worst primary, because I came to know the term engagement when I was in high school, but I was told this thing when I was in primary, and no one was able to explain to me. Even this matron, they were not able to explain it to me. So the story ended like that. I was told blah 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 1, 2, 3 years. You are annoyed. At a point, you being caned in the orphanage because you are being helped and you are bringing chaos. But it ended like that. Let's see you on the next experience. We have remained with the two. For high school and college, and do attachment is another one. Bye.